Hello and welcome back to our channel, Postcards from Our Golden Years. So here we are, as you can see, the Christmas tree has made it inside the apartment. We have a fresh tree and, well, let me tell you a little bit about how this tree got here. Let's take a look at this. I get to this part right here. Your tree, a septuagenarian, is a tree, 100% reimbursed. Well, I had already started searching for Christmas trees here in Nice, and as I'm recording this, I should say it is November 16th, but I started a few days ago looking for them because, well, why not? I haven't had a real living Christmas tree in years. We used an artificial one back in Florida after many years of buying fresh ones. So here's an opportunity to buy a fresh tree, I thought. But IKEA will reimburse 100% of the cost. Now, if you're an IKEA member here in France, you may have gotten the same email. So what you do is you go down and you reserve your tree. So you click, I reserve my tree. And my computer automatically translates things. So what will happen is if we buy a tree, the tree will be reimbursed as a coupon. So, well, of course you have to do that, right? So we went online, reserved the tree. Here are the steps. You reserve your tree online to check availability. You click the little box here. And our store is Nice, and then these are the days that you can pick up your tree. And so we'll just pick a date so you can see it. So you pick your date and time, and let's pick that. So that's, as of the moment that I'm recording this, that's next week, next Thursday. Whoops. Okay, and then we click continue, and then here's the tree that we're going to buy, so you click on that. Sizes of the trees started from about almost 6 feet high for $29.99. That's the price. It doesn't appear to go up any higher. So we add that to our cart, and it comes in a net allowing us to transport it easily. And that's good because we are going to pick up this tree and bring it home on the tram. And we're going to take you with us.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving.
So this is our first stop looking for a Christmas tree. It's a few days before we're going to pick up our sort of free trees at IKEA that are supposedly going to be that high. The one thing I notice about Christmas trees here in France is, look at, they sort of go all the way up, and then look at the top. They're like, what happened there? Down here, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Up there, oh, sad, sad, sad. Hopefully this is not what we're going to be getting at IKEA on Monday. I can see why these are only $29.99.
So here in France, when they do Christmas trees, they stick the base into a pine log, so they don't use like the water tray They just stick it in that, and that's the way your Christmas tree comes here in France.
But aren't you disappointed that here in this store anyway, which is one of the stores in the shopping area right behind the IKEA here in Nice? We're in like the first store we came to. Don't you think it should have more branches on the top, yeah?
Well, yes, it looks like when they get to the top, they get pretty thin. If you walk around, you can see that one there. It has just like a spread tree on the top, but the bottom is bushy, but at the top gets really thin.
Yes, exactly. Okay, well. So this is what we're going to pick up on Monday when we come for our tree. See, it's an offer for IKEA family members. Your tree, 100% reimbursed, right here. If you get one that's over 171 centimeters, $29.99, and then you pay for it in advance. And then once you pick it up, then you automatically get a coupon to spend that $29.99 somewhere else in the store. This is a picture of what the trees are hopefully going to look like. So, it's Monday. We are on the way back to IKEA, cart in tow, to pick out our live Christmas tree. Jeff, are you excited?
I am excited. I think this is the earliest I've ever gotten a live Christmas tree. It's even before Thanksgiving. I mean, how good is that?
Well, there's technically no Thanksgiving here in France.
That's what I mean.
So it's not like they're rushing before Thanksgiving. They don't care about our Thanksgiving.
Yes, but we're going to go to IKEA today and pick up a fresh tree.
Okay, and here comes the tram.
Here comes the tram now, number 3.
Okay.
Centri Universitari Mediterranean.
So Anne, you are the perfect little Christmas elf here today. What happened on your tree pickup?
So we came here
We?
to pick up the trees.
Yes.
Trees were supposed to be here on Monday. So we get here
Yes.
and there are no tall trees, just the same little ones that we didn't order.
Petite.
We didn't receive any email. Get here, and the guy who helps you with trees is sitting there probably reading a book. They had nothing to do because nobody's tree got here. Why? Because the truck is stuck in Dijon and there's snow there.
It snowed there.
So they couldn't drive the truck with the trees beyond Dijon.
Oh,
And I guess I don't know enough about the geography of France at this very moment standing here in the IKEA walkway to know how far away Dijon is from Nice. So we said, well, okay, so you didn't send an email, a text message, nothing. But yet you kept sending me messages telling me because of a rupture in stock, the tree was going to move from pickup day on the 21st to 25th, blah, blah, blah. And the next one was because of a rupture in stock, the tree stands aren't going to be in until after you pick up your tree. Okay, so here we are on pickup day, no tree. Did we get an email that says because the truck is stuck in Dijon, it's not coming today? No. So I asked the guy, so okay, so what day should we come back? Je ne sais pas. I do not know. Go inside, maybe they can help you. This is what you get for trying to get a $29.99 Christmas tree. So will we end up with a Christmas tree from IKEA? TBD.
well, actually, it's early for a snowstorm, so The rupture in the delivery system was the snow, really, which
Well, no,
means
it
it's going to be a
is.
white Christmas somewhere.
In Dijon.
Yes.
And they're going to have all the Christmas trees.
Exactly. And probably all the mustard, too.
All the what?
Mustard.
What do you mean mustard?
Didn't you say it's the Dijon place is where it's stuck? That's where they have all the Dijon mustard, don't they?
Yes. Come on. We've just... This is the next stop. Les Arbois Université, where we are going to a garden center that is selling live Christmas trees. So we've just gotten off the tram, and I believe we're headed over there to see if they have a Christmas tree. So it appears that they have Christmas trees. Question is, how much are they going to cost? Okay, so we found a tree. Cost us 43 euros instead of 29.99 reimbursed by IKEA. But the important thing is we have the tree today. And now I can just go online and I can cancel the order with IKEA. This is what happens when you try to save money. They were going to refund the $29.99. Instead, we've spent $43. That won't be reimbursed. If you're looking for a Christmas tree and you are in Nice, come to this place, just take the tram. That's how we're getting back. There's Jeff figuring out how we're going to carry all this on our cart.
So Anne, here you are. This time I'm going to make a video of what you just said, because before I pushed the wrong button and I got a photo of you. So here you are, you've stopped and you found the best tree in Nice, right? And when you talked to the guy, you said, do you sell tree stands? And the guy said, why do you need tree stands? Look at the needles, they're good. And he said, look how soft they are. And you said, well, what happens in December when all the needles fall off? He said, that's not my problem. I don't sweep up after these trees.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the video of you buying it.
You're talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
We already talked about this. Why are you doing another video?
Because I started with, I pushed the photo button, not the video, the last time. So I'm now recording it. So tell me the story.
Which story?
About you negotiating for the tree.
There was no negotiation.
Okay?
There are trees in a pile. There's a sign on the wall, according to height.
Yes.
I said to the man, how much is this tree? 33, which would be 33. And he said, no, 43, which is 43, because it was taller. I said, bon, I want it. He said, okay, go inside, in French. Go inside and pay my wife.
Yes.
I went inside to pay the wife.
Right.
He wrapped it up. Tree is done.
Okay.
And while I'm sitting here waiting for you to put it on the tram,
Yes.
I have just gone to my order at IKEA, where we had ordered the tree, the stand, and the bag. Cancel. They still haven't notified me that the trees didn't even come in today.
I see.
The end of that. That's what you get for trying to get something cheap here in France. IKEA should never have put out this deal for family members where they're offering Christmas trees that they can't possibly get here.
It was only because there was a rupture in the system because of a snowstorm in the mountains.
No, that wasn't a rupture.
Okay.
Never say you can't bring a Christmas tree home on the tram. When you live in France and you're buying a Christmas tree, you have to figure out how you're going to get it home if you don't have a car. We're in the tram today. So now the tree is sitting out here on our terrace, waiting. Unfortunately, it rained today, so the tree got wet. But we need to find a bucket to put that in because we hope it will keep the tree from dropping a whole lot of needles if we get that thing in a bucket or some sort of a tub of water inside our apartment. And then once the tree is dry, actually maybe sooner than that, we will pull the netting off and let the tree drop. So it's evening. I guess you could say the day before we're going to decorate our tree. Or maybe I should say the day before we're going to bring it in the house. So we're out on the terrace. And Jeff is going to open the bag. It's the grand unveiling of the empty tree. So Jeff read something that said he should hose down the tree, just in case it's got dust or sand or bugs or whatever. So we've never done this way in the United States, but this is our first fresh tree here in France. So we'll do what the suggestions are, and then hopefully it will dry off. And tomorrow we can bring it into the apartment if it's all dry. So we've got the tree all washed, we hope. And now we just have to wait for it to dry. We've got our pretty little lights on here on the terrace. It's starting to look a lot like Christmas. So it's Thanksgiving morning, and our tree is all dry, ready to bring into the house tonight. Maybe we'll even trim it. We couldn't find a tree stand that you can put water in here, and our tree came on a wood stump, as you saw. So what Jeff is going to do is he bought this plastic tub, and where that tape is, he's going to saw below the bottom of the edge of the tape, and that will be deep enough and wide enough for us to put the tree in with the wooden stand piece that it came in, and then we will be able to move it into the house today. So here we have the trash can, or what's left of it, that Jeff cut. And then here in France, they use these rings that go around the bottom of the tree. So now we are at the point where we are going to start moving stuff out of the way so that we can bring our tree inside. It doesn't seem to like standing straight up in there.
That better?
Yes, much better.
That better?
Perfect. So now we're putting water in that tub, hoping to keep this tree fresh until at least Christmas. I would just get it to the top of that wood thing. Okay, so here we are. So now the tree is in the apartment. You've seen all of what it took to get it right here. And today we're going to trim the tree. So I started out, I bought boxes of these little white lights. And I thought, well, I'll do the tree in white lights. And then we met Actually met one of our subscribers for lunch a little while ago today. And on the way back, when we were taking the tram, or about to get on the tram, we stopped at this Christmas, well, it wasn't really a Christmas store, it was a store that's full of Christmas stuff. So Jeff called it the Christmas store. And we went in there and they had these teeny tiny little blue lights. So, where did they go? So we bought these teeny little blue lights because our theme this year is going to be, a color theme anyway, is going to be blue and gold and sparkly bling and stuff. So, well, you can't really see them, but they're teeny little blue seed lights on here. And let me see if I can unwrap this so that I can show you what they're going to look like on the tree. Now, I've never used lights this small on a big Christmas tree. Well, I think I need to get my glasses. Okay, so these are my new glasses. We just got new glasses here in France, so I call these my French glasses. And I don't know if you can see them or not, but the frames are blue. So now I feel very French. Okay, so let me plug in these lights and I will show you what the lights are going to look like on the tree. My technical assistant over here is about to come over here with an outlet set or plug or whatever, so I can give you a quick look of what the lights are going to look like here. And voila. So, and they twinkle a little bit. And so we bought the last 3 packages of these that they had at the Christmas store. And so we're going to see how far they go on the tree. And then we'll just fill in with the white lights, the little white lights that I showed you before.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. Oh Christmas tree.
Now, the one problem with these lights is, you know, in the US you buy Christmas lights and they just plug into each other and you can attach a bunch of strings. This one does not have that capability. So we're going to need a strip where we can plug each set of lights into an outlet. And see, Jeff has come to give me a hand with the lights. Is this the first time you've decorated a tree, Jeff?
Yeah, I've never done one before. I'm going to hand you the bin.
How many Christmases have we had together?
Many, many joyous Christmases.
And how many times have you helped me decorate the tree, Jeff?
Well,
Look into the camera. Inquiring minds want to know how many years you've put the lights on trees for me.
Well, in the past, you've wanted to get an early jump on Christmas. So by wanting to get an early jump, usually you've been at home and I've been doing other things where you were sort of solo on the lights. But this year, you're retired, I'm retired. And that gives us this golden opportunity to both be on the same time schedule.
That's amazing.
So I can run your extension cords, I can hook up your lights, you can,
There's nothing
Find
like
them.
being retired to
there's nothing
bring
like
us together at Christmas
finding the
tree.
right layout for the lights, and I can hold the dog so she doesn't bark through your video.
Yeah.
This is all good.
I think we're probably gonna need some of those white lights. Because I don't think this is gonna give us enough.
We've got a third school of them.
Yeah, I'm still not thinking this is gonna give us enough light.
I think the white lights and the blue are gonna be a combo. You're gonna have both of them on the street. So you have the blue blinkers, you have the white lights. It's gonna be magic.
And it makes it a multi-denominational tree.
Well, blue lights are of a certain religious backing, and the white lights are sort of a classic, so that's true.
First of all, it is a fallacy that,
It's not a fallacy.
it's a fallacy that Jewish people put blue and white lights on trees.
It's not a
And I
fallacy.
can tell you firsthand, because when I was a child and somehow convinced my parents to let us have a tree,
Yes,
it was called a Hanukkah bush.
a Hanukkah bush.
And lights were not allowed on it because that made it a Christmas tree.
That would be true. That would just be a Hanukkah bush then.
So, blue
So-
and white lights on a Christmas tree
Yes.
are simply blue and white lights on a Christmas tree.
I see. Well, the good news is,
Good Jewish people do not have Christmas trees.
they don't?
No.
They have Hanukkah bushes.
They're the Hanukkah bush. And I think that is simply to appease the kids who see their friends with Christmas trees
Yes.
at their non-Jewish homes, and they want what their friends have.
Yes.
Which is why my parents let us have
The Hanukkah bush.
a tree. And Santa Claus did bring us
Wait a minute.
presents.
Wait a minute. We're mixing up a couple of different things here. Santa came even though you were Jewish?
As long as one of us three kids believed in Santa Claus,
I
that
do.
was what our parents said.
I
As
do
long as
believe.
one of us kids, I have two brothers, as long as one child
Yes.
still believed in Santa Claus would come to our house. And so my middle brother and I worked very hard to keep Santa alive with my youngest brother, because that meant Santa would keep coming to our house. But then once he got too old, Santa just never came and found our house again until I got married and invited Santa to my house because I married non-Jewish people.
What'd you say, Bella? I believe? Bella says, I believe, I believe. Okay,
Bella is part Jewish.
part something.
She's part Jewish.
She is.
It goes by the mother.
Yes,
Whatever the mother is.
that is so true.
I'm up there first.
Up where first?
Going up.
I still got something back here.
Good.
Okay,
That's what I thought you said.
that's what I thought. Okay, there's the last of this canister. We'll go around to the other side. Now it's time to break out the whites.
You know? Nobody's paying attention to you. You're just paying attention to the tree and you don't like that? I've never used lights so tiny on such a big tree.
It makes them extra special, doesn't it?
Well, it makes them like little stars.
Yes.
Okay, you gotta.
A couple stars together there. Let me hold the dog.
Bella wants to help.
Yes, she does.
She doesn't like it if we're not paying attention to her because she, whoa, whoa. Not good.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. Oh, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. For every year this Christmas tree.
Invisible.
This is going to be a mess.
What?
This is going to be a mess when it's time to take these lights down.
Oh my gosh.
I almost feel like we're just going to bag up the tree. The lights are on the tree. Next, all the decoration. If you're not aware of it, if you go to YouTube, you can turn on a scene like this. I just typed in fireplace. I have no idea whose video this is. And it gives you a fireplace so that we have a fireplace in the background. So let's see, we've got other fireplaces that we can choose. This is the ultimate burning fireplace. And look at that. So now we have a fireplace as we are decorating our tree. So I got rid of just about all of our Christmas ornaments that I have been saving for most of my adult life. Right before we had to move to Nice, I tried to sell them. I actually tried to sell our Christmas tree from last year completely decorated with lights, tinsel, garland, beads, everything, and I had no takers. So at the end, I kept the tree up literally until the end of March when Jeff had to put the whole tree in the car and we drove it to a place and donated it. So these are the last ornaments I had taken off the tree and brought with us to Nice. So it's a very small amount considering what I've collected since I was about 18, 19 years old. So I'm adding them to other ornaments that I purchased here in Nice. So here's my collection of stuff from Nice. They sell things differently here. For example, this is garland. Now in the US, if you buy garland, it comes in a box. Here, it kind of comes in a wad. And so you buy it by the wad. It's just hanging on a hook. And I had to buy a bunch of these. I don't know if I have enough. I bought this before we had the tree. And as we have gone along, I've been buying Christmas ornaments, going store to store. And let's see what else. I had never seen blue tinsel, other than the hair tinsel that I used to put in my hair. So here we have strands of blue tinsel that I thought were kind of cool. And I bought 4 packages of these. They're either going to make the tree look really fun or terrible. This is like one bunch of garland. And here's another. So you buy these by I guess each bunch is 1 string. So it's to be determined. I may only be able to run it on the back of the tree. It's certainly not going to work like it did in the US, where you buy 1 long thing and you just wrap it around the tree. I don't know that I have enough, but we'll see. I have 4 of them. I wasn't anticipating buying a tree that's this size. I bought this really pretty little ball. Now, all of the stores around here are having Black Friday sales, and it's sort of a takeoff on Black Friday in the US. So they're all running sales coincident with the US's Black Friday, except that technically there's no Thanksgiving here, to have Black Friday after. So I started buying balls when Black Friday started, and I think it actually started about a week before the US Black Friday. So let's put that aside with these other balls. And I started buying more balls. See how pretty? So the balls were all 30% off. And they do have boxes of Christmas balls like you would get back home in Walmart, but they weren't really as nice as buying these individual balls. So these balls typically sell for $3.99, $2.99, $4.99, and I've been catching them at the 30% off sales. Here's a really pretty one. Now, the one thing is almost impossible to find are the little ornament hangers, the little metal loop things. Cannot find them in any of the stores. And when I was in the Monoprix, actually I was in an Intermarché, which is like a smaller version of a grocery store. I was in there looking for them, and the lady told me to check Monoprix. So I went to Monoprix looking for Christmas ornament hangers, and they told me that what they do is they just use a metallic thread like this, and they make their own little loops and just knot them onto the ornaments. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing this year for ourselves. So we have more bling. I'm all about the bling. I love bling. So got more ornaments. I'm just gonna set these aside. And I got another box of ornaments that I bought. These candles, these are the artificial flame candles. These are great to have around because you can light them anywhere. Now this one doesn't have a battery in it, so I can't turn it on to demonstrate. But when they're lit, unless you're very close up, from a bit of a distance, it looks like an actual real candle. So to do the little ornament hangers, I just took some of that silver braided thread and I'm just putting it through an ornament. Okay, and it's that simple. All right, so why go and buy metal ornaments if you can just create your own just like this? There's little Bella barking out orders, hiding under the table. What else do you have to say, Bella? So we're just trying to figure out how to deal with that string of, well, emptiness down up at the top of the tree. It's kind of sparse, but trying to fill it in with other stuff. And Bella, what have you got to say? Really? Didn't you just go out? So this is the blue tinsel. Comes in a strip like this. And I'm guessing that you snip these off. and just toss them on the tree like you would with silver tinsel. Okay, so I just have some strands here.
So Ann, did you used to do this when you were a child, put tinsel on the tree?
No,
I thought
we
you had a,
didn't have a Christmas tree.
I thought, oh, the Hanukkah bush. I thought you had a story about your brothers would help just throw chunks of it on the tree.
No, my brothers didn't help at all. They didn't care at all about the tree. I was the only one who cared about having a tree.
So
All
you,
my brothers cared about is Santa coming and bringing them presents.
so you are the spirit of Christmas.
Yes. Could you put some more way up there?
I'd have to get on my little step stool to get up
Okay,
there.
and you stop barking. It'll be interesting to see what this looks like in the daytime tomorrow. When the sun is out,
Usually with the light coming through, it doesn't look as thick as it does in the nighttime. Because there's a little bit of light shining through it, but it looks like you've decorated it beautifully.
well, I think it needs more balls. It just doesn't look like it has enough of something. And I'm not crazy about the garland stuff. But you get to a point where you just say,
That's good enough.
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 And so I don't know if I'm gonna spend more money and go buy more balls. If I see some ornaments that look interesting, I may pick them up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use all 4 packages of this blue tinsel, I can tell you that,
Yeah.
because I think that will be a bit much.
A lot of work. Just a little touch of tinsel here and there.
And it's certainly different than silver tinsel that you see in the US. Bella does not like it when we do videos and we don't include her. She's like in charge of this apartment and in charge of us. She's like the boss of us.
Yes, she is.
Do you need a few more, Jeff?
I was just hoping you'd hand me some
Can
more.
you do some in the naked areas here?
Oh, I was hoping you'd ask me to work on the naked area. That's my favorite part. The nice thing is we can open that door and we can work on the back of the tree that way from the outside.
If you come to our house and you see our tree, don't look in the back because we have nothing back here. I don't know why, I just didn't put any balls over here. So if I see some balls for sale out there in the world, I'm gonna have to buy some balls for the back here. Either that or just don't come over to this part of the tree. Actually, most people who come to our apartment are gonna be looking at this part of the tree. Nobody's really gonna go back there unless they have a lot to drink and fall back there. Well, that's the tree. Very blue this year. Our first,
French Christmas tree.
exactly. You like the tree, Bella? Do you like our new tree?
Oh, yeah.
She just stares at me.
Okay.
And here we have it in the daytime. I think maybe it needs, I don't know what it needs. Maybe some more blue flowers. But it's our first Christmas tree here in Nice, France. And that makes it very special. I kind of like the blue tinsel. It's different. I added some more blue flowers and I added some gold ribbon. And it'll continue to be a work in progress probably until it's not. And that's pretty much our tree, our first Christmas tree in France, 2024.